YouTube, it's Brian Proctor back again with another video, and in this video I thought we would do some character drawing, and I decided to do some Fortnite characters, just a couple Fortnite characters. So this is going to be killing two birds with one stone. So I have been doing the action pose position drawing for a minute now, and this will show you guys how to take that and turn them into a character or your character or whatever you choose. But by doing this and then adding clothes, because I've got a number of people, I had a number of people asking me, how do you do clothes? So by doing these characters, I will show you how to do clothes as well. So we're going to start out with this. This is a little light right now because of the lighting in my room. I don't want it too dark because I have to erase. So we'll just do this. And I'll slow down because a number of people have been saying that, slow down, please slow down. So let me just do this rough real quick, and then I will go back over it again with those who have seen this for the first time. So you Fortnite people, if you found this video and this is for your first time, go back to my channel and you will see, I'm choking. You will see a number of my video tutorials on drawing. So if you're a character designer, same thing, go to my channel and then you will see a number of videos on drawing. Why am I choking? I don't know. So, as I say in my videos, the body is a puzzle. If you separate each piece and put them together, then you will have your body. And the whole thing is just how do you put it together right, or just putting that puzzle together right. Once you learn to do that, then you're good to go. And on my video, on my videos, on my channel, I teach you how to do that. So where's that thumb? That thumb is right here. So that's the man, and let me do the female character just because. Give this guy a little more calf, a little more calf. Now, one thing about it, when you draw a character, and the character is not in a skin-tight Superman, Batman, Flash type outfit, then you really don't need much. All you need are the shapes of the outer part, like the arms, the legs, the side, and maybe the chest, maybe. But other than that, you don't need that because clothes are going to cover that up, which I'm going to show you in a minute. So let's do the female. And then the female, let's say about this big. I always kind of draw a block in the beginning so that the character does not come off the page, because a lot of people in the beginning time, they draw characters and their feet will come off the page because they started them too big. So I'll put the head here. She's going to be a little smaller than the guy. So to do a female, what I do is this, just basically two triangles like that, center line, two triangles like so. And then she's going to be going at an angle, so she's just going this way, he's going that way. So that's basically the body, and then you do your legs. And I know I'm still drawing fast, but I'm going to show you in a minute. I just want to get everything in proportion, so that I can go to the next level. Should the shoulders be like that? This is down, this should be opposite. Neck, center that center line all the way down the neck. And then the arms, which would be here. Put that hand on that hip just because she is a woman. So I might have to turn that a little bit and twist that body. And this hand is going to go straight down. And I'm not going to put any weapons in their hands, because you can put whatever weapon you choose in the hand if you want to. So for those that I said, I'm going to slow down. Let me go back and show you this again. As I said, there are simpler ways to draw the body, especially if you're putting clothes on them. A lot of times, if I'm doing small characters, I'll do this. Just this right here. That right there. That is just basically doing a rectangle and then taking a V and bringing it up. Then you figure this is your hips, this is your waist, this is your legs, this is your crotch here. You do a triangle, upside down triangle. That's your hips here. Then you can take from this shoulder, which the shoulder would be here. This is going to be your shoulder. This is going to be your head here. So you can bring your neck down here from this shoulder. You can slim it up a little bit, or widen it up if it's a man. I mean, you can bring these hips in a little bit more, or just widen it like that. And then bring the arms down like this. Open up the legs. And then your feet. And your feet are just triangles too. Like that. And then your hands. So that would take the place of a man. Small triangle here, and then you have better shoulders. Because if I was drawing this guy, or if I was putting clothes on this person, or this drawing, it's not a person, it's not a guy, then the only thing I would have to do differently from this is just kind of shape it up a little bit. Let me find a pin. So, of course, you have your shoulders, your arm here, and it goes in and it comes back out. So that's all you basically have to do. If you give him some lats and bring his waist in, like that. Again, with the shoulder, bicep, forearm, like that, and the shoulder. Now, this guy's got big football shoulders. So, the hips, crotch, round that off, and then the shape of your legs, the thighs, the knee, and then the calf, the other leg, other half of the leg. Like that. And then at this point, you can dress this guy. This pen is dying. It's dying, but I'm still working it, getting my money's worth out of it. And then, of course, the hands, and the thumb is going to be right here. And the fingers, however you choose to make the fingers. It's a hand tutorial on my channel for you newcomers. Like that. So now if I'm dressing this guy, bring his hips together. The rest is easy. The only part is, let's say his chest is here, curving up. If he has to have a bulky chest, you know, to fit his shirt, or you want that those curves to show that his chest is, you know, developed, then I would probably put this bottom line. I wouldn't even split it here. But that's all you'd have to do to draw the body. It's just a very simple shape. Now, a lot of times if I'm detailing the body, then I'll use these shapes here. I'll use this as the torso. I'll use this here, which is round. And I will use a marker, if I have a good marker. No, I'll just use that. Let's use this. Let's use this pen. It's blue. So I'd have this here, which represents this part here. I would come down a little bit. So basically, this is just a rectangle, which represents the waist, which is right here. Like that. Then this part is a house upside down. Do me center line. Always do your center line so you know where the cat's going. So this is just a house upside down. So if I turn it right side up, and everybody knows how to draw a house. If you were a kid, you were a kid. You were a kid at one point. When you were a kid, I think that's one of the first things we learn how to draw is a house. So that's just a house upside down. Right here, you round that off. And then you do two long lines here, long line there. Now across here, you want to put a line. So let me go back to my drawing. So this is my house right here, as you see that. Long line here, long line there, going from kind of a wide to narrow like this. And it doesn't have to be split apart. You could be standing straight up and down. or his legs could be going straight up and down. It could be going just straight, just a casual stand like that, long enough to where you cut it off right at the ankle. Or if he had pants, you just imagine, okay, this is the bottom of the pants leg, bottom of the pants leg. Now from here, this line here, which is this, that's self-explanatory, so I won't do that. This line here is basically your collarbone, and after the collarbone, you draw a circle that represents your delts, and your delts are these parts of the arms here that bodybuilders work on to get that little V cut. So this is this, you have one here, and it hangs off of this line. So if this was a line here, it goes off of this circle, and it just hangs there. Kind of like a balance thing, a weight balance kind of thing. And then from there, you draw your line straight down like you did your legs. And you cut it off. If you had a long shirt, long sleeve shirt, you cut it off there. Now you notice you have this left over, which was this. So from here, this center line, take that all the way up. This is going to be your center of your neck. You make a V like this, just like that. There's a V, yes, there's a letter V, and that's your neck. And then you just come up from there. And from at this point right here, the top of the circle, this is where I usually put my chin for my character, and then just add the head. Now, of course, you see that that's a perfect shape already for somebody to put clothes on. And then here you have your triangle, just come straight down a little bit more and out like that. Same thing, down and out. So if you did a triangle, a regular triangle, it would be like this. So you're taking this and you're just splitting it in half here and here, and then you're cutting off the top. And that's your foot, represents your foot. So you can bring this little line in here that represents where that toe is, and it comes up. And if you had pants on, pants will come off to look like that. So that's simple steps to drawing a person. This is basically just a small little square like that. You have your 5 fingers. You have your thumb here, so you put a little ball on the end, just to have a little lump like that. And then you just curve out like this. Especially when it's a small hand, you really don't need that much. And then of course your fingers, you can just bend your finger, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, like that. Or you can have your fingers going straight down, that's on you. 3 and 4. And then you have a simple person, make their head a little bigger, Brian. And then you start dressing the character however you want to dress the character. Shirt could come way down here. So that's just a simple way to do the body using puzzle pieces, as I say. The hard part would be getting the shape of the arms and legs. If this person had, like, let's say he had a t-shirt on and the shirt stopped right here. So you'd have to be able to shape that arm, if he's muscular, to where it looks like an arm, because you can't have an arm straight down like that if he has no shirt. If this is the t-shirt, then you know the bicep like this and the forearm curves around. But as I say, if you're new to the channel, because you got pulled in by me doing Fortnite, then check my channel out. There should be the link right here, or just go to the bottom of the description and there should be a link to my channel, and then you can start designing your own characters, not just Fortnite, but maybe you want to do some characters of your own. Maybe you're on one of those games where you can design your own character and you just really don't know how to draw the body. So this is a good way to draw the body. So now I have my basic shape here. Now then we're going back to the woman. And that's simple, 2 triangles, as I said, one right side up, one upside down. Now to do the breast, it's just a heart. Let's do this. Okay, so here's your center line, your neck, and your head. Now right here, like in the center of the neck, is where I start the point. So you just draw an upside down heart, however size you want. You can keep it inside the triangle. You can bring it outside the triangle. Depends on the size of the chest of the woman, like that. And then you just erase this, curve this up. And of course, remember her arm. Her arm is going to be that part of the triangle, and it comes down like that. So same thing here. So she is kind of tilted a little bit, so we're going to bring it over like that. And that is all you need for a woman. Now I could bring it all the way up, but there's no need because it stops here and it comes down into that arm here. So there's my shape. Now with this one, you can just round it off. You know, it doesn't need to be a point, just round it off because the hips are not pointy. The waist is not pointing sharp like that. Just round it off. And as I said, you have no need to actually do muscles because clothes are going to cover the body up. So let me just do her crotch here. His is already done. And let's do the shape of his arm because the skin that I'm using is the one where he has this guy. I can't think of his name. I'll get it in a minute. I didn't do his shoulders. It's his shoulders first. He's shirtless. So we have this V here, or this V here. That's the shape of your delt, your bicep, tricep, and then forearm. Now, I'm not going to make this guy too muscular because the FORTNITE characters have a different shape. So they're drawing, the creator's drawing style is different from mine, but I'm not going to worry about the drawing style so much. So let me bring this arm in, the shoulder in a little bit more because it's way out here. And then bring that in. Now every now and then you want to stop and walk away from your drawing to make sure everything's proportioned. And that takes a while to do, to be able to see proportions right. Because a lot of new or beginning drawers always have their proportions out wrong, or too long or too short, too fat, too thin. But it's a time thing. Don't get upset with yourself. It's just something that it takes time to do and see. And I will bring her shoulder down. Because she's relaxing pretty much, so her shoulder doesn't need to be up when she puts that arm on her waist, hip. Like that. That's muscular, but I'm going to take the muscles out and just be done with the shape. Like this one. You have to get the body right first, or the clothes will just not look right. It doesn't sit on the body if the muscles are wrong. Like that. Like that is a very muscular arm, but I'm going to work on that. And keep the body round. Now when I ink it, I'll fix it in the wash because I don't want to what's the word I'm trying to say? I don't want to spend too much time fixing one particular thing. So again, if you're new to the channel, I usually draw these things and then I'll do a fast motion inking, and I may color this because it is FORTNITE. So, okay, so now let's do a couple things. Like I noticed the FORTNITE, their ankles are always skinny. The legs are proportioned up here, but then they go down for skinny legs. And I'm not really trying to change my style into his style or to that person's style, but I just want to change it just a little bit because their legs are skinny. And that arm. So for me, I'm going to do that chest because I need to know where it cuts here to do that other delt, bicep. And because this guy has short sleeveless shirt, I need that arm right. I'll change that hand position. So it's like this, center line. Move the face over so you'll see some of the jaw line. like that. Or should I have it facing you? I think I'll have it facing you. So the center line is going to be here, and I'll lift that head up just a little bit. Pencil time. There's a lot of glare in my room, so it's kind of hard for me to see some of this stuff. All right, so now we have the body. Let's just put this hand here. The hand's not really that important right now. We have the body. Now it's time to dress the character. And as I said, a lot of people have asked me, do you do videos on clothes? And I have some videos on clothes. It's deep down in there somewhere from years ago. And I started to notice that somehow YouTube will take off the old videos. I guess they could only allow you to have so many videos on there at one time or something. I don't know, but there was a couple that I couldn't find that I wanted to point out to another, to a viewer to go look at this video, and I couldn't find it. But so I don't know what YouTube is doing. So anyway, let's dress these people. So the first thing usually I'll do is like pants or belt. Now to do that, you have to remember that your character is round. So if you have a ball, you're having fun. Get it? Here's a ball right here. Now if I took a strap and I put it on that ball, that strap would look like this around that ball. So let's do color again. Let's be colorful today. So here's the strap that or bow or ribbon or whatever that I strapped around that ball. It would look like this, only if the ball was sitting on a table and my eyes were like right here looking at it. Now, if I put that ball on the ground and stood up over it, that strap would be more like this, going around like this. Because it is round. Now, I'm doing this because a lot of people forget to put the roundness in their clothes that they put on a round figure. So that strap would be around, and it would go around that ball like that. Now, if that ball floated in the air, that strap would be round like that. Now, it's the same thing with the body. It depends on where my eye is. If my eye is here or here, that what I just lost it. That determines where your roundness begins and ends, and that's not what I'm trying to say. But let me just show you this. So I could put the belt straight on him like this, but my eye level is not right here. So because my eye level is probably up here somewhere, I'm going to have to make that belt just a little round. So it's going to be like that. Same thing for her. If I put a belt or her pants on her, it would have to be round because her body is round. If this is straight, because you're straight looking at him, but if you were looking kind of down at her or him, the body would be like this, round. So that belt would go around like that. Same thing with the arms. If I put a wristband or something on her, it would have to be round like that. This is her head. So her shoulders and her chest would be like this. Stomach and crotch and the thing. So if this was like a warrior type thing and I had to strap a gun on her, it would be round as well. because I'm looking down. The same as that ball here, same thing, because the arms and legs are just cylinders. That's all it is, in whatever position. And this is why I say to people, always you practice your shapes, square, circle, and triangle, and turn your circle into a cylinder, and then put that cylinder in as many different positions as you can, so that you can be able to draw arms and legs in any position. If you have a problem drawing a cylinder, get a empty paper towel, the brown roll or toilet paper roll, and then start positioning that. I mean, you can actually do a pencil the same way to see, you know, what that would look like, but it's so narrow. So, or a stick, if you have an old broom handle or something that they're going to throw away, cut it off in both sections, and then you can use that. But anything that's cylinder, same way as a square, get a small box, and then just look at it in how many different directions or positions, and then draw that. And no, these are not Altoids. I don't eat Altoids. I just like the can, and I have my hands from my toys in the can. It's old, well, that's all right. Old characters that I had their little hands and stuff. I keep them in my little Altoid can. It's from my son's old figures that he broke up, and ones that I bought over the years. So, but anyway, as I said, you can use this as a reference material. Not this one, but you can use something that's square to draw. So let's get back to this. So since we're on the girl, let's do the girl. Now, she has a t-shirt on. So you already have the shape of the body. The t-shirt is basically just a U that comes around the neck, and then strapless down like this. It's keeping it round. Now remember, her breast's coming out like that, so it's going to be like that. And then the t-shirt, it could be, what do you call it, a little crop top around here, or it goes all the way down, but hers goes all the way down in this particular skin that I'm using. So we have that, and of course she has her pants, and she has boots on. And let's fix these legs a little bit. Knee. As I say, you don't have to, because the knee is going to be covered up, so you don't have to do every part of the knee and every muscle and so forth. But as long as you have the shape right, you're good to go. So the boots, of course, is going to be curved around. And then same thing here. But the FORTNITE has those, guards, like shin guards and so forth around them. So this particular one has pants. So we have the pants here. Now anywhere there's motion or bending in a fabric, it's going to leave a wrinkle. So a wrinkle, you can just use just a couple extra lines here, and then usually somewhere in here, because you twist at your waist. So but this one, it flares out at the bottom where it's tucked in at the boot. So you come up, and then you just come back in like that, and then you basically take it down and around, just a little off of the leg, and then at the knee, you want to have a little more wrinkle. So you don't want to put that line on that knee line. You want to take it off of that knee line like that. Yes, you can see that. Same thing with the back. Just a little bit off the leg, and then kind of straight down like that. Now, this is the one leg. The other leg has some other stuff on it. So let's continue with this leg. So this particular skin, she has like 2 straps around the legs. So remember, it's not going to go straight like that. You're going to curve to give that leg, to show that that leg is curved. You want to give it just enough. You don't want to give it too much, but you do want to give it just enough curve. And I'm trying to find a darker pencil. What is this? HB. So you can see too much curve and not enough curve. Because it's actually going to curve around the leg like so. You won't see it, but you have to have your curve to where it actually looks like it's going to curve around that leg. that. And if you have to, just do the curve like that, draw through the leg, and then erase it. And then no one would be the wiser. Okay, let's put some of these pins down that I'm not using because I have a tendency to hold on to 5 and 6 pins when I draw. Like that. And then she has these boots, which you have to reference boots. If you're not really sure how to do boots, just reference them. Go on Google or wherever you have and reference what boots look like. But I'm kind of trying to draw the boots that they have in the game. And the heels come out. And I'll just do one heel for now, one solid heel for now. Now the other leg, there's not too much happening on this leg, but there are some wrinkles that is from the straps, like that. And then the other leg has just above the knee, it's like the pants stop, and then she has like a leg brace. Let me make this leg a little bit bigger. That is tight on her knee to about right here. And then she has the little box. That's basically a knee pad, but basically it's a box. Again, drawing your shapes will help you to be able to draw your shapes. So the leg comes out, the pants leg comes out again because it's tucked under. Well, this part is tight, which is going to make that part flare out. And then just below that, she has the other knee pad or shin guard. And this way, and this way, and that. Well, since her leg is straight out, I'm going to have to draw the shin guard straight out to come down her leg. And it opens up here. And it's over the boot. So you have part of the leg. And then you have the foot for the boot. As I say, reference, because you have to know how to draw boots from like every angle. And that heel like that. All right, coming up here, she has a belt. So we already have this where the shirt's tucked in at. So the belt is just a little below that, keeping it round. Not having too many lines. And then she has the, I don't know what you call those, the belt holder, guard belt. I need to look that up. What are these called? The loops in your pants. I guess they're loops. And it just goes across the belt. And you can put a line there if you want to, but erase the actual belt going through. And then her belt buckle, which I have to actually look that up to see exactly how that belt buckle looks. So we have the shirt, the hand. She has gloves on. This is the most standoutish part on this particular skin is that like sergeant stripes. So she has 3, and I really do need to sharpen this pencil. So we have the 1, this is why I'm switching. Center line, 1. And this pencil has a crazy glare. 2. And it's hard for me to see the lines. 3 on that shirt. Dog tags. Let's just put 2 little rectangles here. And then the chain goes around her neck like that. Now, they always have big hands. They do have big hands. It's kind of hard for me to draw big hands because I'm not used to drawing big hands, but I'll do this. But let me sharpen this pencil because I can't take it anymore. All right, so do this hand. And you can do the 4 fingers. You can just break the 1 finger down, take another finger, put it on the side, take another finger, put it on that side, and take that last finger, put it on that side, and curve it up. That's a quick, easy way to do hands. You can bend it at the joint if you choose to, but for just a quick character design, no, not really. So then there's that curve on that thumb. Thumb comes up here and then into the wrist. So gloves, they have the gloves, it cuts off at the finger here, here, and here. And that's all you're doing is just drawing little cut lines like that. And then it straps around the wrist, like that, curving again. And it is open in the palm, which is just a little square like that. And I'll do more detail to that when I pin it, because this video is getting long, and I'm trying to get out of the long videos. So another glove and a band, it looks like it. So this hand is here, your knuckles are here, or her knuckles would be here, 4. And let me tilt this, and then this is where I would bend the fingers. Like that. And then the thumb would be either on the side or you wouldn't see the thumb. Goes down and into the wrist. So I'll put that band around more because this is a cylinder that's going back. This would be like this cylinder here going back. So however round the front is, you'd have to follow that roundness with anything that you put on there, no matter how thin it is or how thick it is. So it's going back. So she has I don't know what that is on her arm. The other part is on her arm, so that goes further back, almost to the elbow. Like that. No tattoos. She also has backpack, so we're going to put that strap on there. That's going to come over this and then down behind her back. We're going to make it longer, a little thicker. Like so. The other strap is going to come because her breast is here, so that thing is going to go behind her breast like that. So it's kind of like drawing a fang like this, you know, an animal fang like that. And of course she has her thing, and then whatever she has on her in her backpack, which you cannot see, so I'm just going to do a little piece right here and take it down to here. And of course that backpack is square. So that's all I'm going to do with the backpack. Now she has something on her hip, but I'm not going to put it on there because I don't know what it is. But instead, I'm just going to put a little satchel thing. I don't know what to call that right now. My brain is like shutting down for some strange reason. So again, that's going to be another square with a little pouch on it there. So what makes her, other than the costume, is kind of the face, which I'm not going to do too much to the face, but what I am going to do is do the face. So the nose, the mouth, big nose, or small nose, big lips. And I should speed all the facial stuff up because time. And then the eye, since she's looking. And I will correct all this in inking. Usually when I hit the 30 to 40 minute mark, I start speeding up, and then start speeding up, you mess up. That's a problem with filming videos. Now, before I go to the face, there is a hat. She has a hat on. this particular one, and I think it's got the sergeant stripes on the hat as well. So that's just a curve, another curve, and then straight up, and then you curve it again here. And the ear is here. You won't see the other ear. And then there is hair that comes here. And then the other eye, I believe that more hair is covering the other eye as well. But as I said, I'm going to fix that in the fast motion drawing because faces are not going to be that important right now for me. Because if you're drawing a character, it's the clothes. It's the clothes that actually make the character. I could put on a Batman costume, or let's say Batman Beyond. Once I cover my face up, then you won't know that it's me. So yeah, it's the clothes that make a character. And as I said, I will work on that later, and I believe that there is the sergeant thing, but it's such at an angle you can't really see it. So let's work on this guy, because I like this guy's skins. And then she has these stripes on her shirt, stripes, the pattern, material pattern on her shirt. But that's for later as well. We got that. Let's do this little zipper part. There. Oh, the boots. Fix that in the wash. Let's work on this guy. So again, he has two belts. So one is on the pants and one is for his equipment. So I'll take one up higher, keeping it round. And then one just below that, keeping that round. So again, pants are going to fit loosely, and then it's going to actually buckle in where the skin or the body bends. Same thing over here. Looks like he has two straps here. And of course, the pants are going to come out again where that straps tighten up at. Come back down, curve in, and then curve out at the calf because he has a shin guard as well. Looks like it might be taped to him. Let's go down here and get the boots. Of course, the heel. It's one piece for now. Same thing with this. To do boots, you want to make kind of a square toe like this. Instead of having it round and flat, square it off like that, and that gives it some little thickness to it. And then the bottom. Because if it's like a steel toe, you'd have this little piece here. The same way I did her foot there. You have this little piece, room for the toe. You don't have to do it this one because this square part is enough to know. You can do a little bit, but that's enough for people to know that it's a boot. Okay, shin guard over the knee, which means I have to bring this pants in. Shin guard. This is more kind of like looks like a panther or something. Shin guard here, pants come out here, and then there. So he has a pouch here. Let's do the hand, thumb, and then finger fingers, even that is rounded to a degree. 1, 2 joints, 2. And then each hand, or each finger is in front of the other finger. So if this was my hand, here's my thumb, this finger here is like this. This other finger, you can have it coming out a little bit, but most times leaving, as I'm saying, leaving this space. But most times, just to draw a relaxed hand, I just draw this finger behind that finger. I draw the next finger behind that finger, and I draw this finger behind that finger. And it's just easier to do. Instead of, that noise is my printer shutting off. Instead of finger open, finger open, finger open, finger open. That's more of kind of like a nervous kind of position, like I'm about to draw my gun and shoot you with the fingers open, instead of having the fingers just relaxed like this. And then the thumb would be, actually the thumb would be down more if it's relaxed. And my pen doesn't want to write. Like that. So hopefully you saw that because I wasn't looking in the monitor. Continue. This guy has it's 2 belts. This one is a buckle. And I'm speeding up here. As I say, once my videos get too long, I don't like it. I think this one has a square buckle here. And then straps. Straps. This one has 1, 2, 3 straps. And he has a pouch right here, which is why I drew the hand real quick. This thumb could be relaxed a little bit more. Pouch is just this square or rectangle. Turn it into a box with a flap that goes down like that. If you didn't see that, a pouch is rectangle. Turn it into a box like that, and the flap comes down like that and just buttons up right there. Comes up, and he also has something back here that I'm not going to try to figure out, so I'm just going to do another flap, another box, another pouch back here. His shirt here is going to be some wrinkle here, and it tucks in here. He has a strap as well, or he has a t-shirt as well. He also has a strap that actually comes further up. And because his shoulder is not round like that, it's more flat-ish. Your circle's not, it's going to come out and down, something like that. But it's going to get covered up by this big bandana that he has, because from there he has a huge belt. Strap, not a belt, it's a strap. It goes across his chest. And then from here he has this crazy big bandana, which is going to cover all of that. And this is why you don't really need muscles when you're drawing the body. Let me bring this bandana up a little bit. Now, with something like that, you have to figure out how the folds are going to be. But just if you figure out the total size of this thing, like about right here, it comes all the way down here. Let me use my blue pencil, which I haven't used in a while. See, it comes right about down here into everything, and then you figure out the folds. This is basically like layers get another piece of that bandana right there. So we have the arm, we have the stripes on the arm. And I like the skin because it had that soldier look, kind of like that. I don't want to say snake eyes. I can't. It's one of G.I. Joe. When I was back in the G.I. Joe back in the day, that's too low. It just had that look. Once I do the face, you'll know. You probably know if you're a FORTNITE fan. You probably already know with the bandana, the arm. What is that? I almost had his name from the G.I. Joe cat. And then he has a stripe, and then he has gloves, which that hand could come up a little bit more. Being picky now. No, it's about right. Let's put his glove on. Glove here. And he has that big Wakando. Is that the guy's name in G.I. Joe? Yeah, been a long time. Been a long time. Again with the fingers, 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's a big hand. I'm going to keep that big hand for time's sake. And then he has this little piece on the back of his glove. And let's do the face. Let's just do the face real quick. So for the face, I'm going to have to do eyes, nose, and mouth. Eyes, nose, and just as a positioning. Like that. What does that look like? That's not too shabby. So this guy has the skull face, half skull face. So this is black. Then he has the white. Comes around. And the black mouth, which is kind of like Bane. That's what that reminds me of. But the suit reminds me of the Wakando guy. I believe that's him. And then the black. And then of course he has the bandana. Is that a bandana or a skull cap? What are you talking about? Here, and of course you do your lines. And that'll be done as I go along. Cheekbones, chin, ear, cheekbone, chin, ear. The other part of the arm and the chest. Which he has the stripes here, and he has a large. Now the reason I did this stripe this way is because this arm, this cylinder is turning in like that. Whereas, yeah, this would be a cylinder here. This cylinder is coming up like that for her leg. So the stripe would be this way, whereas this cylinder is coming to me like that. So I have to do it this way. So he has this, and then he has a glove, and then that hand. Which is, what did I just do? Where is it? Thumb. Thumb is in there somewhere. I'll fix that in the wash, as I say. Got your fingers, your palm, your thumb is going to be here going in. like that. And then your fingers and your thumb covers up a lot of your mistakes, so you're good to go with that. So it looks like he has long dog tags, and this thing comes all the way down. He has a pouch up here. I'm really rushing now. And as I said, wrinkles here. The dog tag about right here, which goes in. You got the strap here. I think it's a little buckle here. Work on that arm a little bit. Like this, like that. And this arm is going back, bicep. Here's this is that belt right here, which actually goes under the bandana, which is here. So the belt right here, and he has a backpack on, which I almost forgot about. So just a square piece. And you see part of it here because of this angle. Like that, and something's in there. I don't know if there's a gun or radio or whatever. So this is your preliminary stripe here. There's some wrinkles here. Remember, as I said, wherever something is bent at, or something bends, then you're going to have wrinkles, like in the knee. And let's do that. Well, let's do this. He's got this thing because his leg is bent a little bit. He's got this shin piece that comes down to about right here. And it goes out and up. And that's taped on. Crazy enough, it is taped on, and it is high enough to reach his knee, which his knee is here. And it is taped on. There's a piece here, taped on here, here, or strapped on. And on top of the boot, he has this little piece. Same thing on this one. And it's just drawing shapes again. It's a little, I don't want to call it a square. It could be more of a octagon almost. And your heels are just square little cutouts. Same thing here. And detail in here, but I will do all that in the fast motion. What I wanted to show you is how basically clothes wrap around, how you can take a basic position and turn it into whatever character you want it to be, whether it be Fortnite, whether it be your own character, whether it be a DC character. Well, they have skin tight clothes on. So from there, I will actually detail these things here in inking, especially her face, which is like crazy ugly, and the boots, which are just, the buttons go down here. You really can't see the laces, and then the other lace comes around here, the heel part. And just add detail to the boots as I ink it. So let's start the inking process, and we won't waste any more time. And there you go, your Fortnite characters. So, recapping, if you're drawing the body, you don't have to draw this with all the muscles to draw that, because you're just going to cover it up. The body's going to be covered up, so you don't need to do all these muscles. So that's a waste of time when you're drawing somebody with clothes on it. So I'm really thinking about coloring it. If I do, then the next shot right before the end of this video will be in color. If I don't, then there you go. I don't know if I want to color pencil. I haven't done color pencil in a long time. I might try that, or I might just stick it on Photoshop and see what I could do with Photoshop. So that's it for this video. All right, I hope you learned a few things, a few tricks, a few tips on doing your characters. And as I said before, join me in the series of action pose position where I draw things like this. And then you can take this and you can add your own face, and you can add your own clothes to it to make your own character, superhero, soldier, or what have you. So that's going to be it for this video, and I will see you guys in the next video. And as I always say, tell a friend. So if you have social media, any type of social media, Facebook or whatever, you can help me out by posting the link to my channel, or even a few pictures, and say, hey, this Brian guy is a really good artist. He'll teach you how to draw. So yeah, help me out to grow my channel, and I would greatly appreciate that. So with that said, subscribe, tell a few friends, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm out.